Hey guys, I am James Walton, the pastor over the 4th through 6th grade ministry, and today I'm taking us into Luke 24 for our daily hope. We're looking at specifically the story of the two disciples who, after hearing the news about the women sharing that Jesus wasn't in the tomb and that they saw angels, they went to travel to Emmaus. And so they leave there and they're talking on this road. And what I want to pull out of the story of these two guys today is just about the human response to the crazy news of the resurrection of Jesus. So many times when we read the Bible, I think we just we are expected to take in these crazy stories as matter of fact, that matter of factly loaves of bread and fishes were multiplied to feed thousands. That matter of factly this guy was blind and received his sight. Matter of factly Jesus was dead and he came back to life. But the reality is that for these disciples in that time, in that day, they were just as astonished. They were just as slow to believe these crazy things about Jesus conquering the grave. They're on this road traveling, and as they're discussing these things, they're mourning the death of Jesus. They're thinking about what the women said and the implications of that. And then Jesus actually comes to them on the road, but they don't recognize him. And Jesus begins to ask them, "What are you talking about?" And these guys' response is hilarious. They say, "Are you the only person in Jerusalem who hasn't heard about what is happening?" And they explain to him who Jesus is, what he's done, what has happened to him. And then they say, and even more, women went to see his tomb and said they saw an angel and that his body wasn't there and that he's alive. Crazy news. They're wrestling through this and they're just like, dude, this is crazy. Like, I remember for me, like the first time of coming to the reality and impact of like, wow, we are in a pandemic and how that kind of impacted me. I'm like, this is crazy. This is unseen before. Well, for these guys and for us too, the reality that Jesus conquered the grave, that he rose from the dead is a truth that is crazy. And to the world, it seems crazy, but to us, we believe it to be true. That we believe that through these guys' experience and through the stories carried on through the disciples and how Christians have given their lives confessing this truth, that we believe it's true, that in our own experience we believe it's true, but it is crazy. And their response just shows the human reaction to hearing about somebody who conquered the grave. And I think we need to keep that in mind. But we need to know that the story that we have, the gospel that we carry, is not just a story from some galaxy far, far away. No, that isn't. It is a story that happened in our world, with our laws of nature, and within the realms of our experience, that Jesus conquered the grave in that reality. And so let's continue to press into seeking him, believing that, but understanding that this is pretty crazy, that we don't just need to take it and be like, oh yeah, Jesus just conquered the grave. No, guys, the resurrection story is wild, but that's why it is so important to us and to the world. So let's hold on to that reality. Let's continue to press into him. This is Saturday Devo, and so we hope that you guys join us for our live weekend services. So check in for those. God bless you guys.